Hello. Good morning. Look at my beautiful um there we go. My beautiful layout that had nothing functioning. How are you doing, Shavil? Nice to see you. I swear to God, if you can't hear me, I am going to stab someone. Oh, I didn't turn on Lars. I knew I was missing something. Hold on. I gotta turn on Firebot. Also, I have to turn off Mortcam for a second so that you don't see what I'm doing. Un momento, por favor. There you go. Because apparently you're not allowed to. What do you mean there was a problem with the server? Shush. What? Skip. Just what? Go away. Go away. Yeah, fine. Okay. Server problem. Cool. Cool, cool. Cool. Love to see it. Okay. You're making sound with your words. That's really, truly all I could ask for. Well, you know what? I'll try to fix Mortcam while we're sailing. How does that sound? Does that sound good? Also, hopefully this is loud enough. Because I am unable to see OBS and oh god, I am about to die. Unable to see OBS and the game at the same time. Also, I just really wasn't ready this morning, okay? There. Do that. And now, Javiel, you can have your Lars. I've sacrificed mine for yours. Captions, please. Do I get to have captions now? Anywho, we need to decide what we're doing. Probably that's going to be staying in an inn. What am I looking at? Okay. What if you've gotten King Lars? Well, then it would have been yours. Unless you decided that you didn't want it because it was fake. I don't know where the tavern is. Maybe we shouldn't be spending money on oh god, where am I? Maybe we shouldn't be spending money on the inn and I should still just be eating my fish and stuff because boy, I'm going to need to upgrade my ship, not upgrade, fix. But you know what? It'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. There's my ship. It's still there, thankfully. Now, where's the shipyard? Because that's where we need to go. It's down here. You'll love to see it because that means it's in front of me. Upgrade from Borked. Yeah, upgrade from whatever this is. I got water in my ship. But, you know what? The wind is behind us. Therefore, we can go forward. Look at this. See? Look, I can sail a ship. We're moving. We're going places. Doing things. The first order of business. We're fixing the ship. I can go a little bit faster for now because, you know, not going very fast. Now we shouldn't push the ship just in case Raw Lion pops by. Can't disgrace ourselves in that manner. Yeah, Mortcam is saying stuff. We're gonna fix that. I'll just hide it for now. We're gonna fix that in a little bit. Because I don't know why it's doing that. Now, the problem with the shipyard is that I need to get into it. I can't just be near it. I have to be in it. But yeah, we'll fix up our ship, assuming that I have money. And then we'll decide where to go next. Raw Lion recommended Mirage Mountain or whatever that's called, which is a new place. So we can go there. Oh, I should Oh, is the shipyard just a single? Oh, that would be lovely. Usually you have to look at this. I'm not wrong, right? No, this is the shipyard, I'm pretty sure. I've never seen one that looks like this. Have you delivered any more wares off stream? I have not. I have not touched it since last week. Oh no, there is. There is a place to go into the shipyard. Okay, so this is gonna suck then. Cool. That's nice to know. We're gonna go ahead and just absolutely shatter this ship in an effort to get it into this shipyard. We're gonna go really slow. We'll lower this a little bit. So yeah, we don't have any more wares to deliver, actually. I guess technically I can sell like my uh buckets of salt water or whatever, my barrels I meant. All right. Now get around, my beloved. And go ahead and just ram into this wall. Look at me go. I'm not touching it. I am so good at this. Isn't too broke to fix the boat the natural state of things? Fair. Do you even own a boat if it's not in the process of being expensively fixed? Okay, shippy. We should name our ship, by the way. I can't reach. Don't do me dirty like this. Oh. I'm just trying to get a Docklin on so that I can pull myself the rest of the way. Why am I going backwards? What has the wind done to me? Should be nothing, but I'm going to use the fact that I'm so good at not hitting that wall. No, I messed up. It slipped out of my fingers. Okay. Fine. It's fine. We're fine. We're cool. No. Okay. Eh, eh, okay. 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 Cool. Let us go. Let us proceed. Hey, Ouija. Look at all those boat ropes. We're using ropes. Can you believe it? Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Sorry. 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 That was fine. That was normal. That was definitely supposed to happen. I don't know what that was. I'm pretty sure that was a gigantic hole being blown into my ship. So, we got that going for us. Okay, does it count me as being in the shipyard? Where's the shipyard man before my boat sinks? Oh God, where is he? Is this him? Yeah, okay. Help, sir, please. Help. Okay. Shippy. Lovely, beautiful Shippy is no longer in the water. She is up on hoists. Ah. Repair ship. How much does this cost? 15,000 lions. How much do I have? 845. Okay. So, well, we're gonna, mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. We're gonna, you know, my shippy, she can stay over there. Look at her. She's fine. Floating. Floating over there. And moving. Why would the shipyard not dock my ship? Hello, sir. I'm paying you money, my guy. Just throw my ship into the water and let it squeak away. Thank you. 29% damage? That's mint. I cannot believe that that's 29% damage. I was expecting it to say like 93 or something. Okay, we need money, which means I need to take money that I have in other locations and convert it to money. What did I need? 15 or something? And I had 800. Okay, that's not so bad. Okay, this is lions, right? Yeah, okay. All right. Eh, eh. Okay. 15, is that not enough? 1580 something? Hold on. I don't know. Okay, that should be enough. We should be fine. Should be good. Hi, Dragon Sage. Nice to see ya. How you doing? And we're gonna fix our beloved boat. Now the ship is 35% damaged. It's just gonna keep getting more expensive. Why is it more damaged now? Hold on. We don't have enough money anymore. My ship is like actively sinking and becoming more damaged. Okay. Okay. I don't have enough money. Hold on. Hold on. Now I have enough money. Let me out before my ship breaks even more. This is so much money. That was all the money I ever earned in Dragon Cliffs. 41% damage. I don't have enough money. Shippy, no. Don't sink, please. I'm pretty sure I just blasted a hole in the side by scraping against the dock. Okay, we have to go for Astron now. Oh, here, let me just do oh my god, that's not very much. Jesus Christ. Alright, we're just gonna like really go for it here because I need to get to the ship and fix it. I can't keep running back here. We might not be going to Mirage if I need to run basic tasks around here to earn money. Okay. Okay. Repair my ship. I have enough money. It's fixed. Right. Okay. We fixed the ship. She's beautiful. That spot there probably is definitely meant to be there. It's fine. I hate that they don't dock my ship. Like, I'm not gonna be able to reach, bro. See? I can't reach. You threw my boat too far back here. My guy. Okay, hold on, hold on. Shippy, you could just go flying for a second. You let my ship go, so you bring it back. Why is my ship 5% damaged? Why does it keep getting damaged? Have I done something inside the ship that is just gradually harming the ship? Oh my god, shipman. I just want to dock my boat. What? Oh, I thought you were joking. Oh, and we're about to run into a cliff. Cool. Thanks. Thanks, ship guy. Love you. Love that. Where's the oh god, now we're just facing into the wind. Okay, listen, man. Listen. Well, I don't mind 5% damage to my ship. It's fine. Broski. Okay, okay, look. Look. I'm gonna need you to just get me to the dock. If you please. I just want to dock my ship, and the ship guy has ruined everything, okay? Yes, all I need is for this to be in a place I can reach. I couldn't reach. Can't reach. Right, fine. Fine. Fine, have it that way. Have it your way. We're getting to this dock because I need stuff. I spent all my money. We're like 100% upwind now because this guy can't be bothered to just put dock lines on my ship. Just come here, boat. Come here. Okay, well, my ship isn't going to float away anymore. So, we need to think about what we're going to do to make money because I have no money anymore. That make it mean we're not making the long trek? Well, it depends. Because we could just try all of this. Well, we can't really. We can't really try this trading, I guess, because, for example, this salmon, I can buy it here in Gold Rock City for $130 and then sell it in I'll nill them for $65 profit. So, you know, sell it for $195. But that requires me to have money in order to buy things. So we're better off taking missions, which don't like they're for me to do favors for other people. I don't have to buy things, right? So typically, the most expensive ones are right at the beginning, and they're more expensive because they're harder. In the sense that, like, if we're going to Albacore Town over here, we're probably going sort of into the wind a little bit. It's not going to be super favorable wind conditions, right? Alchemist Island has, like, 3 things that we could do. Because I don't, like, have enough money right now to stock up in order to, like, travel the world, you know? Because we could take this gold to Aestrin and earn 14,000 crowns. Which is, I don't remember. It's more than I just spent, I think. But that by itself is, you know, 15,000. But that requires us to go all the way across the ocean, you know, which means I need supplies, which means I need money. Here's this Mirage Mountain thing that Rawlion was talking about. This isn't worth very much compared to sorry compared to what we could do just at Alchemist Island. Did they take out pushing the ship with your body yet? You know what, Ouija? Rawlion pushed an update like the day after he came in here and said that. And I was like, there's no way he actually did this. And he didn't. No, it wasn't in the update. It was a bunch of other stuff. But I was like, are you serious though? So I think we're gonna make a trip to Alchemist Island. We're gonna make a little bit of money. And then when we come back from Alchemist Island, obviously we'll be able to take a quest or two back here and get that money. Just for one streamer. So now, I mean, we're literally going to take everything that they have to Alchemist Island because, oh, I don't have enough reputation. These people don't trust me enough to take that many quests. Okay. Oh my god, my ship is all the way over here. Okay. All of this is now here. In retrospect, I probably shouldn't have accepted all this and put myself on the time limit before I brought my ship over here. But you know what? It's fine. We're gonna do it this way. All this stuff needs to be on my boat. And I'm not spending very much to have this guy help me load it, so it's fine. I don't think I left anything behind. Why would they not trust you? Yeah, right? Why would they not trust me? Come on. Look at this giant ship that has come in here with no problems. All right, listen, we're gonna... Alchemist Island ain't that far. I'm not gonna organize all of this stuff by, you know, weight and all of the things that usually matter. We're gonna be a little back heavy. A little heavy on the stern here. Because those are oranges and those are very, heavy. I am literally just throwing this stuff in here. We're gonna balance it a little bit. And we are going to Alchemist Island and dropping the stuff off and earning money and then coming back and earning more money and then we can figure out where we want to go. And it might need to be to Aestrin because boy. Look at all this stuff. Look at all this haul that we're gonna bring to them. They're gonna be so happy. Easy. They're gonna be so happy. Alright. It's fine. It's fine. Get me over here. I missed. I have food. I have oranges. Do I have a water bottle? Hold on. Before I leave, do I have a water bottle that actually functions? Hey guys, don't leave the market yet. Oh, you're selling water bottles. Give me. Okay. I mean, while I'm here, I might as well drop this and untether myself. Right, give me a water bottle that has water I can actually drink. We'll throw this in here real quick, and then off we go. Okay. I'm only mostly in the wind. We can leave. It's fine. We are currently heading southwest, and the place that we are going is... Where's my map? Here. South. See? We're in Gold Rock City. We're going straight south to Alchemist Island. That's a thing we can do. And we're going to be sailing in the middle of the night, and it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's great. Oh, my poor sails. Okay, it's okay. We're moving. Not gonna buy lamp oil. Not gonna buy anything that we might actually need. We're just gonna go. See? Out here, somewhere. In the great beyond. That's actually truly not that far. Is Alchemist Island. Let's throw down this spanker. Boy, we need everything we can get. When the wind is like this. Okay. We're doing something. We have a goal. It wasn't the goal I set out for. And I can't imagine how much it would have cost to fix my ship if it was actually like 93% damaged. I guess one would presume it's about twice what I paid, right? Swear to God, if I run into this little sand thing. I just want to be past these sandbars by the time we get to nighttime, you know? You see, like already, there's a place. We're not that far. That's not Alchemist Island. Alchemist Island is like over here a little bit, but I think that's Albacore Town. Like, we're close enough we can see these places, so. Just like I said, this one is in a direction compared to the wind that is not super great, which is why they're paying more. So, while we head out here, what are you gonna do this weekend? Anything fun? Anybody got cool plans? Yeah, we're just dropping off some oranges to Arkham Asylum. Gotta stop him from getting scurvy. Hey, look, the port's already behind us. We're doing so good. We can actually turn like a little bit left now. Yeah, Alchemist Island is basically, ugh, it's directly in the wind. Because it's straight south, right, of Gold Rock City. So it's that way. Which you may note is exactly where the wind is coming from. I have an association meeting Saturday morning. I don't wanna. Why are we flapping around so much here? I mean, it's lovely, but I'm a little concerned. I'm a little concerned that we seem to be so enthusiastically uh flapping. Okay, it's dark. And there should not be anything in front of us. And the wind is boy, I just truly can't tell because okay, I think even the spanker is kind of bluffing. I can't see anything, so we're gonna turn a little bit. And then I'm gonna give you all the I can actually see. Did that help? Can you actually see now? So what do you do in an association meeting, Shavil? Where's my hammock? Hello? Hold on. Am I foolish? Give me this. And it's here. I just literally can't see it. Yeah, no, it's here. Dissociate. As you do. Y'all just join together into a room for dissociation practice. We're gonna have a peaceful night's sleep. We're either gonna end up into the wind, which is fine, or we're gonna end up like past Alchemist Island, which is also fine. Because then we're gonna need to tack in order to go towards it. How are we? How are we feeling here? Oh my god, it's dark. Okay, how is the wind? We are, as far as I can tell, in irons. As you do, you know? So that's a problem that I can't super fix while it's pitch black outside. Now, what are we doing this weekend? Next week, we're gonna go have dinner for Valentine's Day. We're not doing it on Valentine's Day because that tends to be more expensive. And also, we're not going to a super fancy restaurant because, uh-oh, what did I do with my water? Uh-oh. Hold on. Okay, first of all, where did I put my lantern? It's somewhere. Oh, here it is. Jeez, I can't see anything. Okay. I could have sworn I threw my water bottle somewhere. Uh, Here? Is this my water bottle? Yes. No, it's seawater. Okay, hold on. Not that one. Does anybody remember where I threw my water bottle? Oh no, I put it in the hold or the back here. Okay. Whew. We're fine. Bucket, get out of here. I'll worry about you later. For now, we are just trying to survive the night so that I can recalibrate our course tomorrow. Howdy, sailors. Hey, Viv. Nice to see you. Where are we? We are like 5 feet from Gold Rock City because I spent basically every penny I own on fixing my ship. And then we gotta run some local errands for me to earn enough money to run bigger errands. Okay, so yeah. Is that Gold Rock City? Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah. Okay, okay. So we're a little bit past Gold Rock City. We're trying to go straight south. Let me understand quickly where exactly we have ended up here. Okay, I believe I understand. And we need to go. There's no shot, right? There's no shot that we sailed in between these two pieces of Alchemist Island overnight, right? Because Gold Rock City, I think it's actually I can't zoom in for you. This thing. I think it's actually this thing that we're looking at. The two rocks that we're looking in between. Or possibly just, you know, the two big rocks. I can't really see the port anymore. We'll just take a reading. Because yeah, I don't have a powerful enough spyglass to see what this is doing here. But yeah, we're basically in Irons. So, oh, that's probably Alchemist Island. Let's go over there. My ship's kind of working against itself here. We've heaved two, but unintentionally, kind of. So yeah, once we get a little bit closer to that, we'll be able to see what it is. But we're probably like out here-ish, which would make this correct. I just really can't super see anything right now. 'Cause I don't have my good spyglass. Are we like way heavier than I think we are? Those oranges can't weigh that much. No, we're not that low. Well, kind of low in the water. Why? Anyway, you can see we're not quite in irons anymore. Like we are making progress here. It's just very slow. I'm gonna ease this just ever so slightly. Get out of my way, Telltale. But if that's... No, okay, I think I know what's happening. I think this is Gold Rock City, and these are two little lumps that are the ones in front of Gold Rock City, which means, yes, this should be Alchemist Island that we're heading towards. But, you know, having slept all night, kind of hard to tell. We'll figure it out. We'll just take readings. But now we're actually making progress. We're not in irons anymore. Let me actually read your message, Cheville. Means I gotta move my game screen. Here we go. The autism group I've agreed to help run back in fall 2023. Been trying to set up a council of non-administrator members. Things are more or less done on that front, and it was my main responsibility. Can't wait till my mandate is over early June. Not gonna keep doing it, but I intend to do what I agreed to do to the end. Well, that's very, very nice of you. Help develop teamwork, and yeah, that was dissociation time. I don't know that I've ever encountered a single, like, teamwork activity that was good, you know? So yeah, basically this is Gold Rock City. This is the two little rocks in front. So we're trying to go south of the two rocks in front. You can see, right? Here's the two rocks. I can't. Here's the two rocks in front underneath the G. We're trying to go south of it. Alchemist Island. And if this ends up being the one next to it, because they all kind of look the same, then we'll move and it'll be fine. But this one has two nuggets, you know? Which is in fact what... That's wrong. What Alchemist Island looks like. Also technically possible that we're seeing Old Ankh Town and what's this called? Lion's Fang, like right next to each other, and it looks like Alchemist Island, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Wind is still not quite at a place where we can use squares. That's okay. I've lost me island. Oh, there it is. Right over here. Let me just take a quick look. Because I don't see the other islands. Just fine. We'll see what we see. Yeah, if we're heading southwest, that should be Alchemist Island. Oh boy, I am really spinning. Can you chill for a second, dude? Jeez. Okay, better. Much better. Onward. Okay. Okay, can we not with the weather helm though? We'll see how this goes. So now next week for speedrun day, boy, I don't know what to do because I mean, I knew Last Guardian world record was going to be something we could take back for sure, but we took it back first try by like a pretty significant margin. So I guess we're going back to intended. Also, I'm not sure if you can see what I see, but this is where we're going. I am just making sure that it's in front of us and we're not drifting too much. I mean, we're healing, which is fine. Give orang, please. Okay, well, while we're going, let me just check our course one more time, make sure we haven't drifted too much. Nope. We've basically got the spanker balanced here. I could be doing squares, but that's going to require me to rebalance. So, let's actually figure things out, shall we? This barrel of seawater. Let's just start figuring out. We're going to sell things, eh? Whoops. Okay. Here's another barrel of seawater. We're going to sell that also. I'm going to put it over here in order to keep the ship balanced. I'm pretty sure they'll buy those. This bottle of seawater, I'm 99% sure nobody's going to want, but I'll put it here anyway. This is just an empty crate. I don't mind keeping one empty crate because I can take it with me shopping. and put a bunch of stuff in it so I don't have to keep running back and forth. Oh, here's a second island. Hold on, hold on. Here we go. Here's the rest of our world. That actually is Alchemist Island. I'm pretty sure. Because we got a single nugget over here, double nuggets over here, and then whatever these are. So let's check our map. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say because Albacore Town is supposed to look like 2 also. Whoa. I do think maybe we're looking at Old Ankh and Lion's Fang, like, but looking past them so that they look like they belong to one thing, if that makes sense. And we're still going southwest. So yeah, I'm inclined now to believe that we can turn straight south. And that this is Lion plus Ankh together. I have lost the other one, but... Oh, there it is. That, I would presume. Oh, sure. Let's whip it around south. Hey, Shazzy, nice to see you. Dragon Sage, did I say hi? Hello, everybody I didn't say hi to before. Alright. That's gonna get us much closer. We're still gonna be able to go near enough to this other island to make sure we know what it is. And this is gonna take us in between one, here's this, and this. So we'll get some information as we go down in here. Smooth sailing? Well, let's see. We repaired our ship, but the jerk that is the shipyard man kept damaging my ship every time that he pulled it into the shipyard. So every time it got more expensive, and every time I ended up not having enough money. So it took us a little while to get the ship repaired. Now we are on our way, ideally, to Alchemist Island because I used all my money. I got scammed. Yeah, I got scammed. Because not only, I mean, Dragon Sage is right. Not only did I have to repeatedly pay incrementally higher costs because he couldn't be bothered to pull my ship into the dockyard in a smooth way, he also would just throw it back out into the water without docking it, and then it would just float off. And it's like, bro, what am I paying you for? You're like the worst shipyard man I've ever encountered. So yeah, we're going to earn some money, basically. Here's a bottle of seawater. Don't need this. We're gonna make our ship nice and clean and tidy again. But yeah, this crate, I would like to keep, barring actually having other crates that are just empty. Do I have just an empty crate? I don't. This is just all my food supplies. So, nice crate. You get to stay there for a second. Oh, this is also an empty crate. But we don't need them all. Hey, didn't I tell somebody not to let me forget my fish on the floor? Whoever that was, you're slacking. No. Oh, and I burnt my fish! Do I still get... Okay. My fish is burnt, but it's still edible. Look how fast we're going. That's so nice. Alright, there's no more firewood in here. I might just keep that tiny crate to carry around. It takes up less space. All right, all these firewood things are full. You have nothing in you. All right, let's take a quick look at where we are. Make sure we're still feeling okay about this. What is happening over here? I mean, I can see the port here. Like, this has to be it, right? Because this one now we can see is a big lump with like a teeny tiny lump. And this one is two equally sized lumps. So if we go back and look at our map, Albacore Town is like a big one with a tinier lump. And Alchemist Island is two essentially equally sized lumps. So I'm still feeling pretty alright that this to our right here is Old Ankh and that this is Alchemist Island. I haven't been there in so long. I do want to adjust this just a little bit here. Did anybody get a Lars? Did anybody get a good Lars? I wasn't watching. What's in here? This crate is also empty. See, now we're getting somewhere. Also empty. We're going to Alchemist Island. It's topical. We're going to Arkham Asylum. I have so many open crates of fishing hooks. What am I doing with my life? All right. So all of this is empty stuff. We both got great Larses. Did you? Did you? So Chassis, there's a bunch of just regular, like black and white Larses. If you get a gold one, which I have personally created, you get a special little thing happening on stream. And if you get the singular rainbow one, you get to have your name up where Dragon Sages is. I'm the cool one. That's right. So when Larsbot is working and we get to do all of that, it's goofy and fun. All right, I'm gonna start turning a smidge here. The nice thing is, if we're incorrect, as long as it's not the one that's on the left here. Where's my king? Here it is. Jeez. Like, coming back to this island would be easy if we're incorrect, but it's basically impossible for us to be incorrect. We're going due south, and this one is further away than this one. Like, Alchemist is the furthest on the map, so. So we're just kind of chilling. So yeah, we need to sell these things. I think I'm going to keep just one of these tiny crates. We're going to throw this on the floor real quick. That's my shopping basket. We need Batman. Maybe this one's Arkham Asylum because it looks like Batman's two little pointy things. What am I looking at here? What is this? Is this a shipwreck? Is this a tiny rock? I can see the dock now. I guess it's just a tiny rock. Okay, I actually... Oh god, the wind. Why has the wind done this? Okay, well, so much for that plan. This. Uh-huh. This would be why this costs so much. Like, this is why we would earn so much. Because things got bad real fast. Yeah, we're just like, we're straight in irons again. The wind changed as soon as we got over the, like, breaker things. But we did have, like, this really nice... There, okay. Like, I've fixed it. But now we're just going basically straight on at the dock. Which is not super what I want. Because the dock is over by this left-hand nugget. Gross. I was in the middle of organizing my ship here, I'll have you know. There's not really much we can do. Yeah, no, this deck is a little bit of a piece of work, huh? I was gonna organize it all nice, and then all of this happened. I mean, we can hope that the wind shifts again. I doubt it will. I'm gonna throw the spanker down real quick. Now that the wind is a little bit better, it'll help to turn the front of the ship. I mean, not that the wind is better. It still sucks, but... This at least is kind of doable. If we have to walk across the beach, you know? Like, I might just hire a cargo master guy to come out with me to my ship instead of docking. Yeah, this is not recommended. If you go sailing, don't stack 6 million boxes right next to your helm. Because yeah, in order for me to get to this dock, I have to go straight into the wind. I didn't realize it was going to change like this, or I would have approached it from a different angle. It's the music video, except I have no Dave on board. But we're almost there. See? Oh yeah, I was thirsty, right? Well, that barrel is empty. Alright. Did I leave my light on upstairs? I did. Boy, just burning oil for no reason. Sounds like that approach from last week should have taught you some lessons. Well, hey, wasn't my fault the wind flipped around. So yeah, the wind is like straight up blowing from Alchemist Island. Not super much we can do about it. Except I will start to do this. Not 100% yet. It's exactly the same Cheville. I think actually we're gonna do something a little different here. I'm just gonna tack through it behind it. How long do I still have? I've still got 2 days. If it was tomorrow, it would be a little bit tighter, but I've still got 2 days, so get. So we are gonna go actually, in which case I can use this now. We're gonna go around the back. Because the port, you can see, is right there. It's where that palm tree is. We're gonna zoom around. And then that way we'll be able to come downwind into the port, which not only helps us right now, but also helps us get back to Gold Rock City. Gonna take a hot second. But I mean, really, we're moving fairly quickly. And as for this island over here, I don't even know who you are. I also didn't know that Alchemist had this tiny little rock thing. I don't super appreciate because it means the water is shallower around it than I thought it was. But hey, easy goal for today, right? We're just making some money. No problem. See, all these islands are basically within view of each other. You can see another island out there in the distance. I think that that's Lion's Fang, or whatever it's called. You just don't really want to attack in the middle of the night, you know? It's so hard to see. So, like, maybe we won't? But I am going to wait for it to be a little bit more nighttime before I go to sleep. So that I don't wake up and have it be still nighttime. But we are so close to that. Wouldn't take us very long to go there. We could make a pit stop on the way back to Gold Rock City. It's not going to be worth very much, though. Because they're, like, right next to each other. So in order to do what I want to do, we need to be able to go essentially at the angle that I am pointing my cursor in. And that angle needs to take us behind this island. So until this island has gotten further behind us, we have to keep going past it. Which means that, yes, we're either going to have to sit overnight or tack in the middle of the dark. Which technically we could do, I suppose. If I could just... Okay. That allows me to see the telltale, which is really all I need. So I say, let's do it. Oh, isn't that pretty? Pretty island with the moon behind it. Alright, let me see my telltale here. Yeah, that's still pretty gross. We'll go a little bit further. So not every port has like a tavern thing that I can sleep at. So I do still need to be careful about like having food. It's mostly the water that is potentially a problem now. Because this is my last barrel. But, alright. I guess I do think, though, that we're gonna have to sleep. Because I just straight up need sleep. So why don't we... Well... Yeah, like at this point I can't see the island even to know if I'm far enough. Let's throw this down. We'll chill for a little bit. I'll get some sleep. Jamil, if you take the helm and then you're the one who gets lost, you know we'll never let you live it down. I can't, busy watching Carrot Shelf, yeah. It's the most important role on the ship. I can't believe they didn't put it in Return of the Obra Dinn. There was no Carrot Watcher in that game. Real shame. And yes, this is a mutiny. I missed the round robin. You succeeded. Discovering like what a round robin was as a child just ignited my imagination. I just thought it was like the coolest thing. What if the guy who got crushed by the crates at the beginning was the Carrot Watcher? One of the most important jobs ruined within the first 10 minutes of the voyage. Why everybody got sick. Why all those people were in the hammocks being sick because they all had scurvy from no carrots. Exactly, yeah. Okay, it's not quite morning, which sucks for me. Oh, it's getting there though. Okay, what am I looking at here, actually, though? Okay, I understand. I understand. Where's the wind coming from? Same place. Why does this seem so much worse? Did we have a sail up accidentally? No. Alright, well. Do with it what we do with it, I guess. See, that's why I'm glad that I didn't keep sailing, because... boy, I really thought we were further than that. Angle-wise, so... we would have donked right into the island in the middle of the night. Boy, I can't see my helm. Where's my helm? I'm way past it. So this is where we're going still. Over here. I hope. Should be. Can't have gotten that turned around. Ah, beautiful, beautiful sunrise. Yeah, we still have... we basically need to be sailing into the sun in order to be able to sail to Alchemists right now. So we'll just have a peaceful day going ever so slightly forward. I'm still waiting for the moment that I jump down from there and my ship just explodes. And I don't actually super want to be closer to the wind right now. Like, I could angle essentially over to here instead, but I don't want to do that based on how this is lining up. We're almost there. Very close. And then we shall tack. And we will be on our way, and I swear to God, if the wind changes again, I'm going to shank a man. Alright. Let's go. Alright. So we're gonna tack. Through the wind, that's what that means. I'm counting on my spanker to give me some momentum to take the front of the ship, the bow, through. But as we go through, the spanker is going to start to create drag, which means I need to put it away. This is going to keep flapping for a little bit. That's just kind of the way it is. And now the wind has come onto our starboard side. It was on port. And we are successfully making this turn. Very, very slowly. And this... or Dragon Sage, what are you doing? This is why I want to keep pushing in the game. Because now it's going to take us, like, a fair bit to just make this little bit of progress. And I would so much rather, for viewership engagement, just doink, you know? And that's going to save us like 10 minutes. Oh, open captions have been borked for a while? Okay. Thank ya. Yuppers, there we go. Yeah, we're still in the process of completing our tech. I mean, technically we've done it. We're just very slowly actually lining up to the point where we do want to sail. Which means constantly just adjusting the sails a little bit. There you go. So now we're very obviously, you can see, not pointing into the wind anymore. So we've done it. And if you want to, next time we can sit there while the tack truly completes, but... Alright, the wind is now at an angle where the spanker can do a little bit of work. And now we can go. Because now you see we're going to cut right past the island. And we'll come up around on the other side of it. Go left. And then we'll be at the port. Well, that's the same Lars I got before. Well, that's because Lars loves you. That specific Lars wants to be your Oh! Dragon Sage, you're already up there! Congratulations. Rigged. Absolutely rigged. Congratulations on your second rainbow, Lars. Javiel, you went too early. You should have let Dragon Sage go first. It would have shuffled things around. What are the odds? Javiel flips table. Would I win now? Or Dragon Sage do? Hold on a second. I have an idea. We're good on wind direction here. Let me see real quick. Can I? Surely there has to be a way to do this. Yes. Hold on. There. You get a second crown now. I threw a crown off to the side. Thank you, Dragon Sage. Thank you. Javeel over here making a mess. Alright, we're coming around. We're doing good here. I don't remember what the cooldown is. I think it's like a week or something that the person can't be unseated. Maybe it's like, yeah, it's a week because it's like 2 streams, right? I don't super. No, this is still fine. Not necessarily like the best wind angle, but we'll make it work. It's essentially as close to the wind as you want to sail in a brig. You shouldn't really sail closer than about 15 degrees. Close hauled. But we're making it work. Like you can see on the left, we're moving. Moving actually fairly quickly for a brig that is not sailing downwind. Like, look at that. That's a nice wake. Ah, and the wind is even kind of helping us a little bit now. It's fixing itself a little. Here's where we're going. Now, there's also the question of this thingy here that I possess, this jug. I'm 99% sure. Yeah, no, I'm gonna say 100%. I'm 100% sure that somewhere around Gold Rock City, one of these islands, it might be Oasis, because it's the furthest away, has a better one. One of these. This one holds 5 glug glugs, and I know that one holds 10. Formerly, this one, no, not that one, somewhere on this ship is the one that formerly held 10. It might be back here. And then I filled it with seawater on accident. So, we could stop and get another one of those, depending on where it is. Also, we are just about to make our turn here between these banks. And I would like to get a little closer so we can swing fairly hard instead of going at an angle. Can't see over my stack of boxes. Because we're still going to have forward momentum as we turn, right? So you can't just do like a 90 degree in a ship, but... And I'm actually also going to lift up the spanker a little bit. Come on, buddy. Because the wind in the spanker is forcing the nose of the ship, the bow, starboard when I'm asking to go to port. So we'll put that away real quick while we make the turn. Because the weight of the wind coming into the spanker, there's more sail area. So it's pushing the butt of the ship left because it's coming from, from the right, which means it's pushing the front of the ship to the right, and we're trying to turn left, so that's why we put it away. If you explain physics to me as boats, I understand. And in fact, that's what my science teacher in high school had to do, because I just did not understand physics. I didn't understand like fulcrums and things like that, and he's like, okay, but on the ship, you have these blocks where the rope runs through, where the lines run through, right? And that it makes it easy to pull something that's otherwise heavy because there's the angles, and I was like, oh, okay, this all makes sense finally. He was a really nice teacher. I liked him a lot. His name was Mr. Brown. We are still spinning. We will actually be able to use squares here in a second, for a very short second, because we're basically at the port and I don't want to rocket past it. Oh, look at us go, completing this turn. We're gonna get there. We're gonna find out this isn't Alchemist. We're in, like, Old Ankh or whatever. Get some butt propulsion here. The wind is not very strong, but we do be schmovin' now. Okay, yeah, we're actually moving pretty quick. That square is not necessary. Because if I'm gonna crash my ship, I'm gonna do it at as slow a speed as possible. There is like a sandbar to my right that I don't super love. But there's the dock. We're doing it. Be free, sail. And I believe our packages are due either today or tomorrow, so we should still be quite good. You have until midnight of the day that they're due, because the office place is always open. Unlike the rest of town. The rest of town shuts down. Osbando is speaking to me. What is he saying? Oh, okay. He's been doing research on maybe getting a new computer. And he is now telling me about graphics cards. We realized his computer is like 10 years old. So even though his graphics card was really good for the time, I don't remember what it is. Even though it was really good for the time, it's not quite so much anymore. We are moving very slowly on purpose because we are docking. And if I run into the dock, I'm going to cause expensive damage to my big boat. Give myself like just a minuscule little kick here. Yep. You would not do that on a real ship. It takes way too much effort to do that to a sail. Just to put it back up immediately. Almost there. We're actually going to coast the rest of the way. I know it looks like we're not moving at all, but ships are big and have lots of momentum. Not quite gonna let me, huh? There we go. Beautiful. We can dock. See, I don't have to push my ship. I just do sometimes. That's right. On a real boat, the captain just gets out and pushes. That's why they pay the big bucks to the captain. I love how the ropes, well, you know, the lines in this game just sound like you're squishing an inflated balloon. And for those wondering, by the way, including probably Ouija, there is a difference between a rope and a line. A line is a rope with a job, they say. Which is to say, ropes are just ropes, but lines are things that are doing things. This is a line because it has a function. It's a dock line. I missed. That's okay. And usually what you do, like, when you're trying to dock, you have some people go to the dock in, like, a tiny boat. Yeah, this is fine. You have somebody go to the dock in a tiny boat, and then the people on the boat will throw them these, and it's their job to, you know, wrap it around. I want this to be a little closer, I guess. If you're wondering how that actually gets, like, onto there. That's what Leo was doing, essentially, when he almost got hit with the other ship. He got onto the dock to throw down the fenders, which we don't have in this game, in preparation for being thrown the dock lines. Due tomorrow. All right, let's see if we're in the right place. Voila, this is Alchemist Island. Is that why they call it learning the ropes? What ship is this? It's just the brig. It's just your basic baby brig. I was gonna say I haven't modified it at all, but that's not true. I put an extra telltale on it and the ratlins up to the crow's nest. But other than that, I have not modified it at all because I am a sucker for a basic brig. I'm taking these one by one, by the way, because I'm too stingy to pay this guy. We came here for money. I am getting money. So we'll have to see. Like, we're gonna take stuff back to Gold Rock City. That is 100%. Congrats on the successful shipment. Thank you. Almost like I know how to do this, right? We're gonna take stuff back to Gold Rock City, just because we're gonna stop by Gold Rock City anyway, in order to stock up on stuff we need. From there, we can decide if we have enough money to actually go and do some of the other stuff. We can decide if we want to go and get that fancy jug that I was talking about. Or we can decide, you know, do we want to go to this Mirage Mountain place? Do we want to go all the way back to Astron? There's a lot we could do. We could head to Firefish Lagoon, which is, like I said, not on our map. We just need to know the coordinates. What else we got back here? That's just my own tobacco, I guess, that I picked up in the ocean. Here, I'm gonna just unload myself a little bit here. For me personally, like, I learned how to sail on a brig. So to me, like, the brig is the best ship, you know, even though objectively it's not good for upwind or tacking, and the layout of it people don't really like compared to, boy, is it the Jong maybe? I don't remember the names of the ships. But it's my baby and I love it. Hey, this is my giant seawater bottle, see? This guy is the one I was talking about. We could go and get. It's around here somewhere. I don't remember, but it's around. Did I throw that in the water? Where did it? I guess it's just this. But I guess I do want... I don't remember exactly what kind of ship it is because I haven't looked at it in a while, but to me it looks like a clipper at Aestrin. So that's another thing, technically, chat. If we want to go back to Aestrin, there is a much bigger ship there. But it's very expensive. Obviously. And it is still, at least as far as I glimpsed, a square rigger, which is this kind of ship, the ship that has these square sails. And so I would love to sail it. But I don't know that we would have the money, even if we made like a very expensive journey. We brought a lot of cargo. So we'd have to like calculate it out, you know? Sounds like a good long-term goal. Yeah, that's basically what I've been playing for the last 150 hours. But with many sidetracks, of course. Because technically I could have afforded it a long time ago, but every time I got to a new place with a new ship, I bought that ship if I could, you know, so I kept spending my money. Okay. Now this should go a little bit faster because everything is off the ship. Also, we should look, I suppose. We have what? $760? Let's see what we have by the end, shall we? And then we'll convert it to Stanley nickels. We'll see what we can do with it. Like, technically, I have 100 gold pieces. Gold pieces are, like, by far the hardest currency to get, you know? Or repaired an old one for way too much. It's not my fault that the shipyard man kept bashing his hammer into my ship and putting holes in it. I think that Raw Lion wants to add, like, multiplayer, but it's just so, you know, challenging, especially for a solo dev, which I can see, you know. At the very least, I guess I don't know enough about game dev to know, like, if it's harder to do local co-op or, like, online co-op. Because my instinct is to say that it would be much easier to do local, but now that I think about it, that might not be true. Plus, I mean, for a game like this, the odds that somebody is going to local co-op with you probably fairly small. So, but I know that the dev wants to add it at least. Not necessarily split screen because I think that would get too hard, but I mean like local matchmaking, basically. Like there are some games where you know you can be in the same room as somebody but on your own device and it's still cuz you're on your local network. Cuz when you get to matchmaking over the internet, it just so many other problems start to become present, you know. So yeah, I guess technically there's like 3 kinds of co-op, right? There's the kind where you do split screen. So it's just like one version of the game is running. There's local network where you each have your own version of the game and you're like talking to each other. Basically, I guess still over the internet. Kind of. And then there's just obviously like open internet co-op, which I think is probably what this game would benefit from. Because the Discord community is very active. So like you know that you would be able to go into that Discord and be like, hey, do I have 20 people who want to crew the ship? And people would be like, yeah, of course. I know we've spent forever walking back and forth. It's not that far. and it would have cost me like 15 schmoogies to hire somebody. Okay? But yeah, like if we could play together, that would be very fun. They really do just let you play Sea of Thieves in single player or co-op now. Yeah, exactly. I don't know how the talking happens, right? Like between all of the important elements. I don't know enough about it. Also pretty sure Alchemist has no tavern. I haven't looked, but I'm pretty sure this is the only building on the island, so. Okay. That is everything. Ignore this rubber to Gold Rock City and the fact that it was due 69 days ago. Nice. That one is glitched, so that's, you know, it just kind of is what it is. Yeah, there's nothing else here, which means we need to sleep on our ship. All right, let me see here. I need some food or I'm not going to sleep very well. Like, how do I go into my own ship? And then we shall take a little nappy. You sleep faster when you're docked, by the way, like when you're in port compared to when you're on the ocean because you're safe. You can see like we're going up pretty fast here. Still dark. I have a little bit more I can sleep. Exactly. The latency thing, that's why I don't necessarily know that like local co-op would be easier in any way. I need juice. We might start to run into trouble with water. Okay. So let's see what we've got here. Oh, we ended up with 875 schmooglies after all that. So you don't have currency conversion because you are not in the main town. So Gold Rock City, gold to Gold Rock City. Something tells me they don't really need that. But I think we probably are. Well, hold on, I guess. Hold on. I'm going to pause this just real quick so that the day is not progressing. I want to see where this big water bottle is. Alnilum. So, I guess I can just look real quick here. Okay. Alnilum is top left, kind of, like straight to the left of the Al in Al Ankh. There's no sense in us going there now because where's Old Ankh Town? We could do this. Oh god, none of these are worth very much. There's no sense in us going to Alnilum right now because we're going to go past it to go north anyway later. So I'm taking missions to Gold Rock City. Let's also see if perhaps we have a little bit of money So we could maybe turn a profit on some investments here. Boy, they truly don't seem like they need anything. $83 on medicine. Oh, there's a storm coming. Just heard it outside. Alright, I say we have, what did I say, $875? I'm buying 2 of these, bringing us down to 105 lions to take these medicines to Gold Rock City. I have a... Oh, he's not out yet. If this helper guy exists, he's not here. Oh, it's a rainbow. That's nice. Unfortunately, there's not really anybody here to sell my stuff to, so I moved it all onto the deck for no reason. So here's the plan. I just made this executive decision because it's really the only decision that makes sense, which is we're taking all this stuff back to Gold Rock City. We're going to make some money because we want to go back there anyway in order to buy all the stuff that we need. I've purchased some extra materials that are not part of quests. That means that I don't have a time limit of holding them. I could just hold them as long as I want. I could just buy them for myself if I want to. For us, that's 2 things of medicine because that was what I had money for. Is this guy out now? Of course not. This guy, I mean. So we're going to make money by going back to Gold Rock City, turning in these quests, selling those 2 things of medicine that are going to turn me an 83 gold profit each. And by gold, I don't actually mean gold coins because that would be busted. Like, I'm pretty sure all of the money in my possession right now is probably worth, like, maybe 5 gold coins. And I have, I want to say just shy of 100 gold coins in my possession. My little helper man isn't out here. He's afraid of the rain. Oh, there he is. Oh, hey, he's got, like, water bottles. Hey, buddy, you want to buy? Every time I say you want to buy something in games, I think of that guy from Hercules, the Disney movie, who, like, flings open his cape or whatever, and he's like, you want to buy a sundial? You know who I'm talking about? Okay, this is a lot of stuff. So yeah, we're gonna have some money at that point, and then from Gold Rock City, I suspect that what we're gonna do, it's gonna be kind of up to you all, but Al Nilam is kind of on the way north, so we could stop at Al Nilam, get the big jug, which it's not like better or anything, it's just more convenient. So we could stop there if we want to. We could try to go to Mirage Mountain. Or we could just skip Mirage Mountain entirely and just sail to Astron. Or Happy Bay, I guess. I don't know what the sail to Happy Bay is like from here. Could be absolute garbage. Oh man, what does the merchant say? You're right, he says something with his little voice. I can't think of what it is. But when you said that, Shabeel, I thought you were gonna say the Resident Evil 4 guy. What are you buying? That guy? I am so glad that we're still loading the ship while it's raining instead of sailing while it's raining. I kind of expected there to be a cargo guy here to help us, and there is not. So sorry this is taking so long, but now, assuming that the wind stays fairly consistent, it should be not quite behind us, but it should be pushing us right toward Gold Rock City. Those are the trade winds remaining in this area. That thunder strike, or that lightning strike with thunder, genuinely startled me. I jumped. Because it was only in like my left headphone. Thought it was somebody at the window. Okay, I believe that this is all. Yoink. And we will head to Gold Rock City. Oh, you don't hear game sound? Really? Let me see if, There. Does that help? Okay, so now we can undock. Yes, okay. Cool, cool. Sometimes it's hard to tell when things are too quiet, you know? Alright. I fear no storm. Famous last words. Alright, that's already under tension, so that's fine. We are going back to Gold Rock City, which is due north. Very easy. That is exactly where the wind is pointing. As soon as we get pointed north, we're just going like full all the way in here. Like full sail. I can see Gold Rock City. It's right here. You probably can't, but alright, and we shouldn't super have to worry about... Oh, there's the king. About food and everything. Because this should be very quick. I mean, I'm gonna eat, but... Let's see. No, let's do this. That's the top. My bad. We want to unfurl our sails in a specific order, so as not to rock the boat too much. Because if you think about it, right? If you put only the top sails up, then all of the force coming onto your ship is going to be pushing your ship down from the top. So it's going to make you like dip a lot. Like the momentum, right, is going to be kind of all wonky unless you have force on the bottom, which is these lower like main sails to help. That's really low into the water. Ooh, that's low into the water. So basically, you don't put the tops down before you put the main. Oh, why is there water in my ship? Alright, mostly I think it's just, well, we are leaning, and it's gonna come from the spanker, I imagine. Alright, let's not spank quite so much here. We are so low in the water. What is causing my ship to be so heavy? So, the nose is diving. The jib. So the first thing we do is take down the tops, right? Like I just said, it's gonna push the ship into the water, so... Just imagine it like a giant finger pushing on that part of the boat. Keep an eye on this water. If it drains on its own, great. I mean, I guess I have nothing better to do. I might as well assist. Where's me bucket? Oh yeah, we good. The scupper's got the rest of it, so the scupper's in the bilge. Onward we go! Don't forget about the fish in the kitchen, thank you. Cheville, look at this. What have you been doing in here? There's carrots everywhere. Alright, this is looking better. I'm not going to put down the spanker again. But look at how nice that is. And perhaps more importantly, look at how far we are from Alchemists already. Like this is we're gonna rocket toward Gold Rock. If there were co-op mode, there wouldn't be. So you can kind of see Gold Rock City inside the storm, which is to say, probably not if you're not me sitting this close to the screen. But it is in there. Let's see how fast we're going. Let's see. 10 knots? Yeah, just about. That's quite fast for a brig. At least for a basic one that's not optimized for speed. Our wind is shifting a little bit, which kind of is unfortunate. I'm not going to adjust the sails. We could get more out of the sails, but it's also going to cause us to heel a little more. And given how low set we are in the water, I don't necessarily want to do that. I don't know why we're so low in the water. Oh, hello, water. I'm going to actually toss this onto the floor so that I may carry my bucket with me. I mean, it could also just be that it's raining, you know. That we've got a little bit of water in the ship, but I do feel that we are going quite low. I am unsure why. I don't think we're that heavy. Like, I don't think we're overloaded. But we were... It really, I guess, could just be like all these extra barrels of salt water and stuff just are heavier than I give them credit for. But I've carried much heavier in this ship. I've carried like bundles of logs and stuff that are so impossibly heavy. But okay, we'll get back to Gold Rock. And that's our goal for today, the rest of today. Nice to not have the storm coming at us from the side for once. How can you get rid of all that salt water? I'm just going to sell it. I'm going to sell a barrel of salt water. Because I'm pretty sure that nobody wants it otherwise. and I can't drain it. So... Which I think, you know, that's why I would need to go get another bottle also. Because I contaminated mine. Alright, let's check on potential water. Okay. The wind ended up shifting a little bit. A little more positive once again. Not being able to drain it seems odd. I think it's mostly just because, from a development standpoint, freshwater and saltwater are different things. So, to the dev, like, you have to program more than one thing, right? Is this land closer than it looks? But, I don't know, for a lore reason, maybe it's just like, you know, you contaminated your saltwater bottle. I mean, actually, you know, I guess I could fix it. It would just be more expensive to fix it than it would be to... That thing is closer than it looks. I could fix it, I suppose, by drinking it. Which is going to not be good for my health. But... I'm taking it that this is the rock outside of... Okay, we should probably chill a little bit. Means, I guess, tops first. Yeah, I could drink it, I guess, to reclaim those, but the cost of doing so is significant. Okay, okay, I understand where we are. We need to not be going in this direction. We're going to run into this rock. Let's just chill for a second. Can you drink it that had to head to a tavern? You can, yeah. But I do believe that all of that is more expensive than just buying a new one. That being said, I don't know, I kind of dig it. Let's do it. Yeah, these rocks were a lot closer than they looked in the storm. Alright. Well, now that we see what's happening, it's fine for this top to come down again. Gold rock is past these little tiny rocks. I don't want to get too close, because it's going to be like sand and stuff. A little bit more shallow than it looks. Because obviously, like, rocks and stuff don't end right where they enter the water, so... And obviously that big boy back there is Gold Rock City. So we went extremely quickly. Because that's the difference in the wind, you know? Sailing against the wind versus downwind. No, I think that you're right, Shiviel. I think that it's just like, there's so many things they have to do that that's just like not something that's a priority. Oh, Christ. Did not see this sandbar. Alright, hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. It was, see, it's obscured by the waves. Alright, I need to drive myself away. Alright. And now we need to go over here. So I took up the main, or I'm sorry, the 4. Because this sandbar is going in and out of the water. So I needed to raise my ship up with the waves in order to get over it instead of running into it. And as Chassis said earlier, imagine just a finger pushing on your ship. You would want all of the weight to be on the butt of your ship in order to lift it up, like, out vertically of the water, right? You don't want it to be pushing forward and pushing the front down. Which is why I did that. Gold Rock, my beloved. We are once again here. I'm gonna adjust my trajectory a little bit for this dock. Can't see quite. Yeah, okay. The wind is fine. It would be a shame if the winds just died here. We just jibed, by the way, which is fine because we've got squares, so jibing isn't really an issue. Hacking is what we did earlier, right? Where we brought the front of the ship through the wind. And jibing, which is about to happen again here, the jib sail is going to do it automatically. Because of the way that I have it set up. Is bringing the butt, right? The stern, there you go. Through the wind. Okay, now this needs to go. Running a little harder than I would like. Stop. We'll do a little bit hard here. And then we should basically be set up to dock. We'll see if I've calculated my angles correctly. It's possible that the answer is no, and we will bash into this, but as this is a very long ship, I thought that I locked the wheel. That's gonna make a difference. Yeah, right? I'm so thirsty all the time. Alright, we gonna donk here? Ideally no, but I did think that the wheel was locked, which affected, like, everything. Oh, no. Hey, Gucci. We're creeping just like a little bit at a time, which is what I want. It's like, I would like to be able to just jump onto the dock. But... we good. For that, at least, I am thankful that this game does not make you do the whole thing where it's like, oh, you have to get down in a ship and then, like in a smaller ship, like a cutter, and sail over to the dock with your dock line so that you can get on the dock, you know. Did you stop taking on water? I have a little bit of water in me. But I don't want to go back to the shipyard and have them just damage it, you know? But hey, we made it. We made it to Gold Rock City like 3 times as fast as we made it to Alchemist. Still didn't make it. Where's their cleat? Alright, this works, I guess. Well, yeah, I've developed trust issues. He cost me like an extra $5,000. I'll take this a little closer, I guess. Alright, hey! We're here! With all of the stuff we need, and I don't know why I am so dedicated to docking so far away from the office. I'm so thirsty! Yeah, we are, like, actually running low on water, though. I'm not gonna drink very much in case we're just gonna stay in the tavern. Yeah, we still had 3 days to get this stuff here, so... This is just a thing of medicine. This is, like, mine. That I am free to sell or not. I will, because that's why I purchased it, but... I used my own money for that. Anything else? It's too dark to see. I guess not. Now, back here. And now we can sell our other random stuff. It's great. I missed. Look at me go. Hold on. I missed again. That time I just walked off the ship. I need to get a little closer here. There. Boy, I wish it was like a little brighter so that I could actually see. Is this nighttime? Is that why I can't see? Is this nighttime or morning time? Because boy, I'm just fishing around in the dark here. I hope they didn't need the medicine to be dry. Nah, it's not like dried leaves and herbs and everything. When they consume it, they'll just get a little bit of a sippy also. A little delicious sip. I am gonna have the guy help me this time because this is like a lot of stuff, so. And there is a dude here. Oh, this is just a crate. Oh wait, crate. Is this everything? No one will ever know. Hey, man. This guy is gonna help me carry everything because he's like a cool dude. I had 2 boxes of medicine and I don't know where they went. But... Hello, good sir. Alright, that was, I do believe, all of our missions. Let me just check and make sure. It was. I have a box of medicine somewhere. I can't see anything. Oh. Is it this? No. Where did I leave my oh. I left my... Oh god, I can't see. There it is. Alright. Where's the box of medicine that I purchased specifically for the purposes of selling it? You? You? There it is. Okay. Okay, cool. Well, let me put it here. Cool. Alright, there's me 2 medicines. Where even is my ship? I can't see. Alright. We cannot sell that medicine right now. Because all the shops are closed. So. We're stocking on... Yeah, so drinkable water was essentially the reason we came back here. because I doubt that I even have enough water to go back to Alchemist. So yeah, we're gonna need, if we're going to Astron, we're gonna need a ton of water. Like, both of those rows down there need to be water. We're gonna need more oranges. Like, we're gonna need a lot. So, it's dark. Let me get to somewhere that's less dark. Yay. You can't see my ship at all, but we did it. We made it round trip, Alchemist, and then back to here. You'll love to see it. So yeah, I mean, I guess next week we can decide. Well, next week maybe we can commit to just staying in port, being violently ill, drinking all of my salt water, and then, you know, sleeping it off in the tavern or whatever. But, yeah, we made good progress today. Sorry, Mortcam wasn't working. I don't know what the deal was. But sometimes it just do be that way. So let's see. Who's streaming, right? Who's streaming right now? Ruby is still streaming. We just raided Ruby. So, maybe not Ruby again. Maybe Catsy. Catsy isn't usually live. Let's try Chassis. How long is Catsy even going for? 17 minutes. All right. Catsy is an artist. Let me make sure I spell this right. Is this correct? Yes. Yes, Catsy is an artist currently working on... Do you have a favorite VTuber? I can do a 5-minute sketch, it looks like. Oh, go say hi to Catsy when you get over there. Thanks for hanging out, as always, everybody, for my random boat shenanigans. I'll be back on Tuesday. I imagine we're probably just going to do Shadow of the Colossus intended percent, but we'll see. Let me know if you have any other ideas. And have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Stay safe, and I will see you later. Bye!